My to-do list, I've got the kettle. I have a kettle that has calcification inside it because our water is very, very hard where I am. And so it builds up a scum, a calcium around the top of the kettle. Now, it's one of those kettles that, and my favorite color is red, but anyhow, it's got like the little thing on the bottom, but it also has this. And to be honest with you, I would never buy this again. Never, never, never. No way. Nuh-uh. It's just too simple. And what's been happening is the little turn off thing that you press down, the light's supposed to come on. Well, it's got a short in it. And so, it's a little leery. I'm a little leery about leaving it on to even boil water. So, but it had a lot of calcification in it. And I don't know if you can see that. See that at the bottom? So what I did is I put salt in. I wish you could see it. It's almost silver again. See the outside ring? The outside ring right there? It was like just calcified. It had the white stuff on it, just horrible. So what I did is I soaked some salt and vinegar in it. And then I thought, geez, I can't remember what happened. I remember making rhubarb jam and using salt instead of sugar, I think. So yeah, salt instead of sugar. And what happened was the salt cleaned the pot out. It was almost like a brand new pot, right? So what I basically did is I put a little bit of vinegar in water and then I boiled it. But look at, like that's crazy how silver it is. And I was actually going to toss it out. I was going to give it a toss. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to fix the bottom part. Now, I don't know why there's a short. Maybe it's just a short in the light, but I've been boiling water like crazy and it's working. So, sometimes you just got to take your time, slow down, and figure it out. And that's what I did. So that was the first thing on my list. I do have a massive amount of laundry, however. I don't want to do it in the bathtub. I've already done my personables, a little bit of my laundry, my undies and things like that. I do them by hand and I hang them up. And I usually do a lot of my shirts, like my tank tops. I'll do them in the bath. But the towels and the sheets, not a chance in hell. I will go to the laundromat to get that done. So I'm going to have to wait to do that. But that is a big one that's on my list. The last thing that I got to do that I am going to do now is I don't have a toolkit. And being a single woman, I do have a lot of things. I have a lot of things. I have staple guns. I have staples. I have electrical tape. Wait till I show you. So I couldn't find a toolbox I could afford, so I bought this. But they slowly get filled up. They get filled up. So I have a glue gun. I use a glue gun religiously. And then it's like basically a free-for-all, right? So I basically throw everything in. So what I want to do is I want to go through here and I want to clean it up. And I have some dowels and things. And so I'm going to make sure that everything has got in their own container. However, I'm a little leery about putting glass in a toolbox, but it is what it is. So what I was thinking is I have these plastic things. So I'm going to dump everything out of it and I'm going to see if maybe that would be suffice, But I got to be creative. I got to be creative. When you live on a budget, you got to be creative. So I have screwdrivers. And the little mentionables that are non-mentionables, okay, so I'm not a hoarder. No. But these little packets that take the moisture out of things, I keep them. And, if I have anything that I need to keep the moisture out of, I use these. Now, I don't put them in food because I don't know where I got them from. But I will put them in other things that, need to keep the moisture out of it. So, oh my goodness, like the stuff I have, like a... It never fails when I start to make a video. Somebody will text me or call me. Yeah. Anyway, so I have a little saw. Now, you're not going to believe this. Yesterday, I was finally able to purchase a mattress, a new bed. And so And I saved for it. Trust me, I saved, you know, to pay off other bills and stuff. I wasn't able to buy it right away, but I did buy a mattress. I have a queen size bed. However, the bottom rung of it was broken. And so I had to fix it. So I took my broom. I have a very, very long broom, right? It's, I don't know why it's so long, but it's very, very long. So I cut off 2 leg lengths and I put them literally underneath the bed as a support, and it's working. So that's where this came in handy. But I can't find this. Oh, there it is. Okay. The saw. So I want to put it back in, but I can't figure out how it sits in there. So, you know, somehow it kind of goes underneath this thing here. But that's what I used. But I took the saw out and I literally sawed a broom, little pieces off a broom. And then I had to purchase screws that would fit. So I purchased screws that would fit. And I literally screwed it to the bottom of my bed so that I would have extra support. So, you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Nails, right? Every good woman's got some nails and a hammer. And then these are like those little, what do you call it, paper pushers or whatever for paper. And another one of these. So this is what I'm going to be doing today. This is my favorite thing. You know, at Christmas time, you like to put lights outside on the patio, right? And so I got one of these things. And it literally, it screws right into the, something's missing from the bottom of it. It screws right into the light, and then you can just plug something in. But I think there's something missing. There was a piece on the bottom. Huh. Or maybe not. See? I don't know. It's kind of odd. I always thought there was a bottom piece on it. Like these. I remember when we used to use these fuses, yeah. Yeah, and then you could tell if they were burnt out by looking at that little metal plate inside. Anyway, so piece of sandpaper. And this is, I have so many of these and they're just messed right up, right? Like the screws and the nails are all mixed up together. So I want to clean this out, and that's going to be part of my my task for today. And I've got, someone gave this to me as a gift one time. It's one of those pendulums, right? So to ask a question, right? So, and that's in my toolkit. I don't know why it's in there because I have a box where I keep this type of stuff. So that doesn't go in here. And then I've got tons and tons and tons of the pamphlets for, you know, things that I purchased, like a fan. And what I do is I usually keep them in the cupboard. So this is my cupboard for my junk. My tickets, my lottery tickets. Just things like that. And that's where I usually keep these. However, I was thinking, okay, so these are things that I've purchased and you need the directions for. So, and I just keep them all in the same spot, which I don't know why it was in my toolbox, but that's where these are. So I'm going to put them back in and try to organize this a little bit. And that's going to be my task for today. Anyway, I shall see you on the next video. The good Lord be willing.